Now, do you remember this?
Scandals happen all the time. The question is, how do democracies respond to those scandals?
And what will it mean for the wider region? I think one of your children has just walked in. I mean, shifting sands in the region. Do you think relations with the North may change?
I would be surprised if they do.
How could you forget that? Last month, political science professor Robert Kelly and his children became internet stars after they interrupted his live BBC interview. Professor Kelly, who lives in Seoul, was supposed to be talking about a corruption scandal involving the South Korean president. And needless to say, nobody really paid much attention to the interview itself. Now, the incident inspired two New Yorkers to create a cartoon featuring characters based on Professor Kelly and his children Marion and James. Some details like names and Professor Kelly's job are different, but the cartoon's already clocked up thousands of views online. Now, shortly I hope to speak to its creators, but we're going to give you a look at the adventures of Mina and Jack.
Hi, I'm Mina, and this is my brother Jack. He doesn't talk much. In fact, he's kind of annoying and follows me everywhere. Today, our dad is flying to North Africa for a meeting at the UN, and he's taking us with him.
Well, joining me now from Philadelphia, the couple who created that cartoon, Lauren Martin and Jared Mandy. Lauren and Jared, thanks for joining us. Making a cartoon of this was your bright idea. Why?
Well, Jared had actually sent me the link, and I think I watched it 100 times. I just couldn't stop. I was obsessed with Marion. So I think our original idea was to do a children's book on it, and then it kind of evolved from there, and it went into an animation.
It was such a raw, perfect family moment that we had to essentially make it live on outside of, that 30-second clip. And we thought these kids are such characters, we can actually bring them to life. And that's what we did.
And I guess it's especially the little girl's spirit, isn't it? The way she's dancing into the room.
Yes, we love that. We call it her swagger. It's so cute. The way she saunters in there. We try to get the animation to copy it as perfect as possible. So. And
even the brother, who obviously can't even walk, but yet he's in his stroller, manages to follow the sister. It was just such a perfect moment.
Now, does Robert Kelly know that you're doing this?
He does. So we actually created the animation first. It was a little ballsy, and because we knew it would be easier to send him the animation rather than the script. So then before we released it, we sent it to him and said, hey, we just wanted to get your blessing, your approval. We would never want to do this without you being on board. And he was totally on board. His children loved it. Him and his wife loved it. So we were really thankful for that.
Yeah.
I think actually he tweeted about this, and we can put that up on screen. There you go. He's saying you might enjoy this video. So he's giving your work a little bit of publicity there as well. And I know you want to create, follow-ups to your initial episode. What's your audience? What's your potential audience here? What kind of people are going to watch?
Well, it's geared to children, more like I'd say 4 to 7, but we wanted to have adult humor. So there's going to be higher level themes to it that adults can appreciate and understand. But on a basic level, it's going to be for children.
The future episodes, we're going to follow up with some political topics. There'll be potentially a Brexit joke in there. The kids are going to, the next episode, traveling to Buckingham Palace. The follow-up is actually they're going to be in South Korea. So we have a huge outline of where we want this to go. And it's going to be super exciting to actually not only have real life examples of Kelly's, moments and family mishaps, but also, real life events that we've incorporated into the script as well.
It's quite hard, isn't it, bringing real life and issues like political issues into the cartooning world? I mean, I think of something like The Simpsons that can do it really well, but it's unusual.
Yeah, it's difficult. What we want to do is kind of, because if you think about something like Brexit, that's something that's, part of our history at this point. So in a few years, children will be reading about that in history books. So we kind of want it to explain something in a very basic level of what the history is.
Yeah. And there's plenty of avenues that we're going to go down. We're going to incorporate a lot of homophones and, different idioms, cultural quirks and norms into the different plots. So it's going to be a lot more complex than the 3-minute video that we teased you with.
The episode should be about 8 minutes long.
8 minutes long. We will be So far, we're self-funded, but we're hoping that, with enough recognition and things like that, we can actually get this picked up and actually create more episodes going forward.
Do you think it might travel beyond America, beyond your domestic audience?
Yeah, we hope so. We do.
I believe so. Yeah, I think that, we're looking at the statistics at the moment, and the analytics say that, we have a huge following in Asia, all over the world. Europe is obviously massive. I think with the next episode being in Buckingham Palace, that's going to bring a lot of light back to London as well, which will be brilliant.
Lauren and Jared, I think we want to show the kind of Robert Kelly pictures again, that kind of very classic moment, and just tell us about when you first saw it. Lauren, I think you said you watched it 100 times. So when you first saw it, just what did you think?
Oh, I mean, I was dying. I was at work, and I think I just sat there like this for about 20 minutes and watched it over and over and replayed it. And Marion, I felt her spirit. And I know I used to babysit for a girl who was just like her, just so spontaneous, gregarious, doesn't care, doesn't realize what's going on. And it still warms my heart. I just love it.
We actually had our first Skype meeting with the Kelly family on Wednesday night, and it was the first time properly being introduced, to Marion and James, it was just brilliant. Besides just the email follow up, and they are exactly how they were in the interview, just this beautiful, energetic, fun family. It was really fun.
Jared and Lauren, we have to leave it there. Thanks for sharing the story of your creation with us, and good luck with your endeavours. And thank you very much for watching us on Impact. There's more to come. Stay with us.